But that side was always good, but now it's bad. Where's the...
You need boost for that.
So you can just see here the gap is quite tight to the headlight. We were confused because we've managed to get a good gap on this side, but that side was always good, but now it's bad. So we've just worked out that where this oil catch tank is and the bracket, we need to trim more off this support off the bumper, because it's where it sits this side against the bracket, it's pulling the bumper that way. So we're just going to trim a little bit more off. Schmoove. Certainly fitted your oil catch tank close, didn't they? It's almost like it's made for the job.
Yeah. There's just nowhere else to put it.
No. Big turbos. She's on. How's she looking? So yeah, you've got a little bit more of a gap there, mate. Ah, that's not sat flat, okay. So that will sit. Can we put some of these bolts in? And then just have a... Because that gap, yeah, you've got a nice gap there now. And you, yeah, still quite tight. But yeah, put some of those bolts in and see what we get. Is there a difference between early and late spec headlights?
No, they're all the same.
Brackets are all identical, yeah?
I'm just looking in here. Really want to get all this done. Fucking.
It'll look mint, won't it? Goldie boy.
That's what I'm going for in the future. I'm not even going to start until everything house-wise is sorted.
It looks nice there, that carbon fibre. I forget you got this.
Oh, the Cuzco.
Yeah, it's nice. Subtle carbon fibre I've always enjoyed. It just looks nice. You don't want too much.
No, it should be just 3 pieces. And I was looking at getting that titanium brace.
Give her a rev. That's pathetic. Where's the...
You need boost for that.
Well, this one fits better anyway, doesn't it? Which is nice.
You watch that Brian episode where he's doing that like pot making, like pottery.
Much better. Okay, so John in front, as you can see. Pull an overtake. Let's have a look if I can see what I can do. She's got some pull. But yeah, so with John, whilst he was at the farm, I needed some fuel in the 8.6, so I thought, let's go for a quick drive. He's got his little girl with him, Gemma, and I've got my little girl with me. So we took him for an ice cream, and we're now just heading back to the farm. And yeah, probably continue with Chris's car. I knew he'd do that at the last minute. a little bit of a change compared to how it was just a couple of hours ago. So front bumper is off, the bonnet is off, the wings we managed to get so all the gaps are nice and tight, and we manipulated the headlights. So because it's aftermarket, the front bumper is completely genuine, but everything else is aftermarket. So trying to fit aftermarket on aftermarket can be a little bit difficult, but all fits really, really well. Also, Chris has repainted his radiator, slightly stone chipped, even though he's not really driven the car far. It does chip easy. What we're possibly going to be doing is meshing, and you can just see a little bit there as a test piece, meshing the big opening at the front to hopefully protect the radiator if any big stones or just any form of debris was to damage the radiator. So yeah, over to my unit, and you can see that it's become a bit of an Rx7 storage facility. So there is the bonnet, the bumper, the wings are still over in Chris's, and these are his new wheels. I'm not quite sure if you guys have seen these yet, but these are Workmeisters, and these are, I can't remember what offset to be honest, but I think they are about a 9.5J on the rear and 8.5J for the fronts. And they were made custom for Chris in the paint scheme that he wanted. Because they're brand new, the stickers have not been applied yet. He's got some centre caps being made. But yeah, these are going to look incredible on the car. So with regards of the bumper, the carbon fibre splitter is going to remain. The bonnet is going to be painted in the colour of the car. Chris is just not a fan of the carbon fibre look. He's had it for a little over a year now and just decided he wants it black. But your opinion on these canards, guys? So they're not currently fixed at the moment, they're just placed on. We think they look really nice. It does have a slightly blue tinge with regard to the gel coat compared to the splitter, but I don't know if you guys agree, it just suits, especially with these lights, it just suits the car so well. But he is very, very, he's 50-50, he's not quite sure. If you can just about get the idea of how it looks without. I think personally they look incredible. So yeah, we keep saying to him to take them off, get everything painted, and they can always be applied at a later date. But what are your guys' opinions? So as you've just seen, with regards of all the front end, that's going to be sent away separately to Mike, our painter, and he's going to paint those as is. Then once that is done, what we can do is take the whole car to Mike to then repaint the rear, which I think is the boot lid, the flares, I think the rear bumper, and I know that Chris wants to try and get the leg sport, I call them canards, I don't know what they are, but they're like extensions, carbon fibre. They don't quite fit flush because of the feed extensions, but Mike seems to think he can get them to fit, so yeah, fingers crossed for that. But yeah, just purely for space, he said just bring down the panels. Unfortunately can't stock the car, but it is on its way, and finally after many, many years of waiting, Chris is finally going to have his car painted and done. I'm sure that I've filmed these before when Chris first put them on, and they've only been on for a matter of about a month. But yeah, these are his, I think they're a 6-pot K-Sport. So he chose the rotor and the colour that he wanted the caliper. But yeah, big old brakes, which will make a big, big difference once this thing is finally mapped, which it's being booked. So yeah, this thing's going to be incredible. I think to be safe, Chris is going to aim for around 450 brake horsepower. He's always just wanted this car to be reliable because he's always had reliability issues with starting, I think over fueling, just multiple issues. So he has spent the money on reliability. He's got a Holtec ECU, which is what was recommended to use. This has been half Bridgeported. The turbo, I know he had rebuilt before the engine was sent away for rebuild. The intercooler, all brand new. This is what you call a V-mount setup, for those of you that are not aware of the rotaries. So this is one of the best setups you can have, apparently, for an FD or even an FC. So yeah, really excited for that, but all looks good. He's just dropped the oil. We've got a brand new oil filter on it. So he's gone for a HKS, you can just see it just there. He's just put a magnetic sump plug on it, fresh oil, and he is just about to place an order for new spark plugs, which for this isn't cheap. I think it's nearly 140 quid for 4 plugs, but he wants the best for this car, and as I said, it's all about reliability. He probably could aim for a lot more power, but he's just not interested in that at the moment. He just wants a nice, stable, reliable car. So this will be happening very soon, and I'm sure that I'll go up with him. It's a Surrey rolling roads, and I will try and get as much footage as I can with it doing some pulls whilst being mapped.